got head women's soccer coach Heather Dyke. Last week, the women had 2 home matches, went 1-0-1, tied with Boise State on Friday night 2-2, and then beat Utah State on Sunday 3-2. Both matches they were trailing 2-0 at one point in the first half, so good comebacks in that. And Boise State had the leading goal scorer in the country. She was able to get one, but it was a really good comeback against Boise to force that tie. And then this weekend they're on the road, a couple big ones at UNLV and Nevada as they hit the stretch run for a conference tournament.
Kind of a roller coaster of a weekend. I mean, it ended up being good, but it was tiring, truthfully. Probably for the players as much as our staff and everyone involved. So not a start to either game that we would have liked, but incredibly proud of the heart that our team showed to come back twice. I've not been a part of many teams that would have done that, truthfully. Like, a lot of times they kind of put it in cruise control and coast, and these guys don't. So that, to me, is a really good sign of the character of our team and something that you hope remains part of what we're doing that you continue to build on. So I think is what we did last year. Last year we just found little ways to win games, and this year I think we're starting to find that now. So really pleased with the overall performance, but it doesn't put us real clear in conference quite yet. So a huge weekend against UNLV, and who's always a big conference rival, and then we have to go play Nevada on their turf. And they've been resurrected this year. Their record doesn't quite show it, but they're in games with everybody, and they play on the football field, which is an adjustment when you've been playing on these beautiful grass fields. So big weekend.
Coach, what is this thing with scoring first, man? It's like you guys are lights out when you score first, but if you don't, it's the opposite.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know, and truthfully, both starts to both games, it looked like somebody blew a whistle and we stopped playing. And the funny thing was, actually, I thought like the first 10 minutes of each game we were great, and then we kind of, I don't know, we go into these lulls and we give up easy goals, and yeah, I don't know. We're working on it. And we're talking about it and trying to identify what the problem is, because it's not a fun one to be in. But really, really cool to see a team that goes, we're never out of it. I mean, that part of it makes me really proud to be associated with these kids and be a part of this team. Like it's a really, really cool group of girls.
You think it's something mental when they, like, we scored first, we're gonna win. Oh no, we didn't.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. I think you definitely get a little bit of confidence when you score early. And the 2 goals that we gave up this weekend tended to be pretty quick, back to back. So I definitely think mental is part of it. But we're looking at a million different reasons why and trying to solve all of them. I mean, that's what you do. So we'll keep plugging away at it.
Coach, after the team came back to tie Boise being down 2-0, how much more composed did you feel like they were on Sunday after coming back the game before?
Yeah, I mean, once you've experienced something, then it doesn't rattle you quite as much the next time it happens, But I've talked about it all year. It's a team that even with age is not very experienced. There wasn't a lot of kids that started a lot of games last year that are returning. So sometimes I think you have to go through those things and ride the up and down of it and feel it, and then hopefully you either prevent it or it's coming and it doesn't knock you off your game anymore. Like I think that's what Boise State's doing this year. Last year they were a little bit of a roller coaster and they returned everybody, and they're 5-0-1 in conference. So I think experience often plays a big role in just the composure of your team and how you deal with these emotional games.
Any other questions?
Yeah. One last one.
Yeah, sure.
As you get ready to head towards the road, you feel like you guys, whatever kind of issues on the road, you can work those out as far as anything. Maybe you feel the comforts of home as opposed to being on the road.
I think this is one of the toughest road trips that we go on, because just the distance between UNLV and Reno, it's a flight in between, and so you play Friday night, you wake up early Saturday, travel all day. Like, you don't really get a kind of rest and get your legs, which can't be an excuse, but it's a challenge, and it's not a trip that most of these kids have gone on. We did it 2 years ago. And then I do think playing Nevada on that turf is difficult. When you play all your games on a natural surface and on grass, and then all of a sudden you go into a football field with lines everywhere, and the hard turf, and the ball bounces differently, and it's an adjustment. So I'm not ever comfortable that we're going to be great on the road, but I do know that this team will take care of everything that we can control, and then hopefully match that with effort on the field. Right? Thank you, guys.